It's starting now.
Don't for people who are watching the previous live stream, it's the Goyim try to. It's a conspiracy. The Goyim hacked the site and deliberately said they don't want the Shabbos podcast to continue. And
It's
what are we
okay.
drinking tonight? Wait, Will, what's that? You held it up for everyone.
Carol's mead labels out.
Can we pour out a little for the homies? The homies.
I think I would probably electrocute myself with all these cables, but hold on.
All
Let me
right,
just
it's
piece.
okay. I wasn't being serious. Don't pour it out.
There you go.
And he did, and he did it, and
Right on my phone. That's wonderful.
uh,
What? That's
unbelievable.
just your fucking reaction was so fucking meta. I can't handle it.
Yeah. So what are we going to talk about? Anything intellectually stimulating, as Brett would say?
Yeah, I gotta roast Nakasuchi when he gets back in, and then Knives
I'm
should be
here,
coming in.
motherfucker.
Oh hell yeah, Knives is supposed to come in. I don't know why. What's going on with that? I sent him the link. And
You got like an hour and 15 minutes to roast my ass, so you better get to it.
okay, so I
And I'm in
couldn't
a
hear
good
what
mood. You're lucky.
I know. So I couldn't hear what you were saying before, but did you hear what I said about signing the treaty and sending it back to Washington and all being united under a single tribe?
Which treaty? And being united under a single tribe. What the hell are you speaking of? That will probably never happen. Now, like a lot of people consider the Lakota to be the one nation, the Lakota Sioux, and in that regards, no Native American would accept them as the one tribe, right? So,
well, no, it's not. Okay, so basically, what they could do is say that we're the United Tribal Nations, and that would be good enough. Like, for example, you know how there are states and provinces in other countries.
All right, so you were away when I was speaking of white buffalo calf woman, right? So
yeah,
so there's an ancient Native American prophecy that the tribes won't be united until end times, and that's white buffalo calf woman prophecy. So yeah, I don't think there was ever a treaty, and if there was,
I'll have to pull it up. But
they made it up. No Native American would give away their sovereignty of their nation for a one nation. And then you also have to take into account. See, a lot of people have this misconception of an American Indian, right?
Right.
Native Americans don't see themselves as that. There's a North American Native, so you would have to literally to unite all of the tribes. Would have to unite all of the tribes in 3 different countries.
Okay. But, okay, so I'm just setting this up as an analogy. So let's say hypothetically they did do this, right? And the United States government decided to give them a plot of land that was going to be their own. And for the sake of argument, we're going to put it in...
all right, so if you're going to give us a plot of land that is our own, go back to Europe because it's all ours.
No, what I'm saying is, like, well, you could say I'll say that about the Jews.
We would. I mean, in all honesty, this is our land, so we would give you the plot of land, right?
I'm trying to set up a hypothetical here.
I know you are, and your hypothetical is not going to work because I'm an Indian.
Okay, so in my hypothetical, I want to give all Native Americans Clinton County, right? New York. It's the northernmost point of New York State. It's on the border of Canada.
All Native Americans? Do you know how many Native Americans that would entail?
Yeah, but Clinton County is the greater Champlain region. So,
so I just told you that we consider ourselves the North American natives. You're literally talking about millions upon millions upon millions of people.
Right. I know, but you could say the same thing about the Jews. That's why this works perfectly. So not all Jews are going to integrate into Clinton County, right? So the point is, this would basically be reparations for actions taken against the Native Americans, just the same as
okay.
Israel.
So here's your problem, and I know you're trying to do a hypothetical, and I'm going to bust your balls.
Okay.
For one, so to take the Lakota Sioux, right? Not to mention all of the land you've taken from my nation, the Cherokee, right? So everybody hears about the Trail of Tears. That was the Cherokee. They pretty much forced us off of our land and forced us to migrate by foot, which killed many, many people to Oklahoma. So pretty much all of your Appalachian area, the North Carolina, Georgia area, that's ours. That's Cherokee, right? But talking to Lakota Sioux, so they will never leave Black Mountain. It is sacred to everything that they hold dear. They will never leave Black Mountain, and the government is trying to take Black Mountain, and they will never leave Black Mountain ever. So your hypothetical is just not a possible thing, and every single nation has those.
Well, that's why it's a hypothetical.
Things. Yeah, well, the hypothetical is an impossibility.
That's fine, but what I'm saying is, let's simplify it. What if we just gave Native Americans basically a reservation in the United States that was open to all Native Americans, and then
you would have a massacre on your hands.
You could put it in Clinton County, and it would basically be reparations for actions taken against the Native Americans during the Trail of Tears and colonial times and shit like that. So
when I say you would have a massacre,
wait, hold the phone.
I know. I gotta bust your balls though, because when I say that there's going to be a massacre, I'm not talking like the white man massacring Native Americans. I'm talking about tribes that have had blood debt for 4,000 to 6,000 years. And they're going to kill each other.
Yeah, not all tribes of Jews get along, and a lot of them in Israel.
Seriously, talking blood debt that goes back 6,000 to 8,000 years since since we crossed the land bridge.
What I'm saying is, and I don't think you're getting it, but I'm gonna put it in plain terms.
I'm not going to get
Israel is more or less reparations for the Jews. It's a plot of land that belongs to them that is open to the Jewish people. Ethnic or religious practicing, more ethnic than religious. It is an ethno state, more or less.
It happened to be one of the most religious sites for a different religion that owned it at the time, right? So it's how can you give somebody something in reparations that belongs to somebody else?
It's like Champlain. It was occupied by the Mohawk. I mean, it wasn't occupied necessarily by that's why I set it up the way I did. I spent probably like a day thinking about this.
I'm going to recognize that history would say that I don't know how long ago it was when the Muslims forced the Jews out of Israel.
Right.
But so I will recognize that at one point it did belong to the Jewish people. At one point, America belonged to the Native Americans.
Right.
So I guess your analogy is this, but really, there's not a single Native American. In order to give us our Jerusalem back, you all have to leave.
Okay, so the whole country, including areas that were occupied by the
was ours. All of it was ours. Every single bit of it.
You're saying wall to wall was owned by the Native Americans, including places.
Every single bit of it was ours.
If you're not occupying a piece of land, is it really yours?
Yes.
And not only that, they didn't have a state. And
when I say ours, I'm talking. This is a white man concept. So, by a Native American concept, we didn't own anything, which the white man was able to take advantage of that. But yes, by your concept, all of it was ours. All of it. And this is exactly why Israel has invaded the Gaza Strip, because that was our land 2,000 years ago, right? If we did that, we'd be slaughtered.
So you're saying then, okay, then at least
your analogy does not work here, man.
No, it might not. It might not be that it doesn't work. It might be that I misunderstand your position on this.
You're not understanding. Like, so you're saying that Jerusalem is reparations for the Jews, right? Because it was theirs. Right. So a reservation is not reparation for us. That is punishment. Reparations would be giving all of us our shit back. And
okay, so would you
would all have to leave?
Would you be in favor of that?
No, not at all.
Okay, then case closed. That's what I was trying to get at, is because the way that you said it in previous streams that I've been on with you made it seem like you were like, fucking Native Americans, fucking give me my land. And it's like,
well, a lot of Native Americans would tell you yes, but okay. I'm like a white dude basically.
So would you be all right with with integration, like I like a two-state solution. Is that
What I would be okay with is if they just gave us the same. For one, if they gave us sovereignty of what shit land that they did give us, that would be awesome. If they would allow us to actually run our reservations, if we could actually get rid of our laws that allowed white men to rape our women, to beat our women without any legal recourse whatsoever. Like if Indian Affairs would go away and they'd stop trying to eradicate our race, maybe we could find some coexistence. I fight against the racism in the Native American tribes, and I'm a half-breed dude that looks very, very white trying to do so. I don't gain a lot of ground because they have very legitimate reasons to hate white people.
I'm also Native American, but not any Native American that had their land stolen because nobody fucking wanted it. I'm fucking Inuit.
Yeah, they all wanted our shit, man. We had that lush Carolina, Georgia land.
I'm like 6% or 7% Inuit, so Eskimo for the lay.
Yeah, you're a North American Indian. That's we all consider ourselves one nation in that regards. But when you say one nation, it's a different thing than what we say one nation, because we recognize the different nations and the blood debt.
Right. So at this point, I think that we have an understanding, and I think I understand your point better. I was ready to listen, I was ready to swing at you, but then it turned out that wasn't actually what you believe. This is why we have these conversations.
And yeah, a lot of my live streams, you have to understand, I start buzzing, and by the end of it, I'm drunk.
Right. I'm drinking honey wine tonight, mead, because I'm also Scandinavian. I'm mixing cultures,
liquor, so it should go good tonight. Like I'm just fucking starting.
I'm like mostly like people who live in the snow, like even my ethnic heritage.
Oh, for God's sake, mate! Stop saying like out of context. It's driving me fucking bonkers.
Oh my fucking God! Hey, Knives. So, this would be a good time for you to bring up your story. What happened to you the other day at the hospital? We'll start with why were you at the hospital, and then we'll go to what happened to you when you were walking.
Oh, there's a video of me in the prep room getting ready for surgery. I was getting metal removed from my chest.
Right.
It reached a surface beyond the ribs, so they didn't have to crack the ribs. And they say, "Hey, let's just grab them." So
okay. Yeah. And your wallet.
Yeah, I was walking back from the store. Well, not really walking, limping, crawling, if you will. And someone decided, "Hey, look, there's a victim." He goes, "Hey, mate, give us your wallet." I'm like, "How about you fuck yourself?" And I just kept moving on. Then he punched me in the back of the head, and it's like, okay, it's on. I've been looking for a good excuse for this.
So then what happened? You got a phone call?
What's wrong with our world, dude?
You got a phone call 2 days ago.
Yeah, he called the police after I beat the shit out of him and left him there.
After he tried to rob you.
Here I was feeling bad for you. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with our world? And you're like, yeah, he called the police after I beat the shit out of him.
and then he got a call from who, Knives?
No, the police came to my door and gave me a letter saying it's my final warning, otherwise I'm going to big boy jail if I fight in public again.
Right.
That's 4 warnings, so I got a free one, I guess, because I know the police chief.
Right. So you called your attorney, and is that how it resolved after they made that phone call to you?
I'm still waiting to hear back from her. Okay.
So that's like, this is how Knives' life is. So if you thought that your life was shit, there's always it can always be worse. You could be Australian. So, I mean, of the Western country. I mean, think about this. The way Knives has explained it to me, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is you guys are still beholden to the crown, correct?
Yeah, we're part of the monarchy.
Right. So you're part of the monarchy. And the monarchy is subject to the EU, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the EU tells the UK what to do, and the UK tells Australia what to do, and then they basically fuck you 3 ways. Is that right? I mean,
we don't get told what to do by the UK. We have to, if our government wants to do something, we have to run it by the UK.
Yeah, UK politics are fascinating to me, so I do know a little bit about it. I didn't know that Australia was still under the UK's thumb. I mean, it's fucking 28, or it's like
Not
what,
just-
2019?
Not just their parliament, their monarchy, the crown, the
Like,
queen
holy
still
shit.
runs it.
Yep.
The
We
queen
get
doesn't
so
even.
secluded here in
We
America.
still celebrate the Queen's fucking birthday. How old is that bitch?
I have no fucking
shit.
idea.
Like, when the fuck is she? I mean, I'm not saying die or nothing, but like, when the fuck is she gonna die?
Wasn't the queen mother? Wasn't the queen mother like 100 almost? But when she kicked it,
Fuck, man, money buys a long life. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah, that. This is what I was telling you before. Cousin fucking leads to longevity. If as long as you don't end up with a.
I need a citation, Will.
I'll get the
Because
doc.
if you're right, I'm going
documents.
fucking my cousin.
Dude, I'll get,
Fucking
dude, I'll go full Alex Jones. I'll get the documents, putting chemicals in the water to brain damage you and your family. I will. I'll get the fucking
Now,
documents.
I'd like to speak directly
crickets are gay
to
now?
my Jewish brethren here.
Yep,
John, is it?
John. Yeah,
Yeah, go for it. I'm gonna make a drink.
Is he here?
yeah, he's
Shalom
here.
Aleichem. Yes, Shabbat Shalom.
How you doing? I'm Jewish by descent, but this is gonna blow your mind. I'm German.
Uh-huh. No, it doesn't blow our mind.
Why does it bother me?
Because I kind of like.
Actually, it makes a lot of sense.
I'm not
a lot of
really
Jews ended up in
orthodox
Germany.
Jew, so I don't practice. I'm
Not
just
laughing
Jewish
at
by
it or nothing,
descent.
but
I love bacon. I'm sorry.
I know. See,
that's
this is
something I should look at. Like how many Jews are in Germany right now? Like that would be an interesting thing to look
not
at.
fucking too many. I mean, all the dumb ones probably because why
All
would
the
you?
fucking dumb was like, yeah, like you got to be pretty fucking stupid to hang around for the next time, right?
Well, it's gonna be Muslims this time. He's gonna do it.
Well,
You think so?
Germany has a real history of like committing these types of I mean, the Holocaust being the worst, but it wasn't their first instance, if you know what I'm saying.
Anyone
I
remember
mean-
Egypt? The pyramid?
Yeah. I'm thinking specifically World War One.
Yeah, that too.
The Kaiser and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, then okay. If you're German descent, then you're probably from my tribe. You're probably Ashkenazi too. Is it? You know, if it's your mother or if it's your father?
It's on my father's side.
Okay, see, then you'd have to spend as much time and effort as John has. See, when I went to Temple, they gave me 3 years. People think that you just get in. That's not how it works.
I don't want to be Jewish. I'm just pointing it
No,
out.
I know. I'm just pointing out if you did want to be that, like for people who don't understand how Judaism actually works, there's a period and a process to every fucking thing. A goy can't just convert. They've got to do a whole lot of shit and prove that they're actually gonna go through with it. And then on top of that,
Well, the problem is what you're saying. Well, is not you're conflating two things. So there's a covenant that you make with God
right?
in the Bible, and there's a covenant you make with Israel, the people. So when someone converts, they're not making a covenant with God; they're making a covenant with Israel.
Right.
So that's why it's a process. But anyone can be a member of the tribe, quote unquote. It's just a thing that you do personally with God.
Well, they gave me a hard time until I showed them the documents. That's what I'm getting at.
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, you know how many people come up. You know how many people go to temple and say they're a yid, and then oh yeah, sure, and they jerk them off.
Right.
I mean, everyone does it. I mean, it's like people who claim to be Native American. You know, I mean, people say, "Oh, I'm Native American." Okay, yeah, okay.
No, I get it all the time.
I had to get naturalization.
Fucking Elizabeth
record.
Warren has ruined my life, yo.
I had to get Sitting Bull. I had to get naturalization records because they wouldn't accept DNA, just like John told me.
Why is your fucking webcam so fucking pixelated? It's like I'm watching you through a fucking.
I know. I need to send you my old one, Will, so you can have a better picture.
No, I don't know why.
Like you're
It's
coming in
showing.
Sputnik. Where you coming
It's
from?
coming
The
in-
International Space Station? You fucking Ruski?
No, it's coming in fine for me. Everybody else's camera looks fine. Mine looks fine. I don't know why it looks
No,
like
yours
that. On
don't
the,
look. That's
You
what
know what it is, Will? Is this stream running through your computer?
yeah,
It's that you need a better computer. I do too. Sometimes it does it to me on mine.
This is brand new. I got a $500 donation, and I combined that with some of my
It's not
cash.
the computer; it's the internet.
No,
got-
then,
Yeah,
if
the internet.
if it wouldn't be the computer, it would be your internet.
Yeah, the internet did just drop. Maybe it's the up that looks fine for me, but the
up
down,
bandwidth,
yeah, the down for you is shit.
What do you got? Like the hamster on a wheel? What's that? Okay, now it's a
I
little
think
better.
it's those matrix glasses fucking your computer up, dude.
It might be actually.
Even
It
the
might
comment section on the live stream says, "Yeah,
I
Will's
know,
camera
it's-
sucks."
what it's doing is
Oh,
sometimes.
put him back on.
Oh my fucking god!
He's got a little bit of the beard growing. He's gonna be a rabbi in a couple of days.
I've had the beard growing. It's been here the whole time.
Yeah.
Where have you been?
It's been growing for like a year and a half.
Fuck you! Can we get fucking Brett in
His
here?
balls are dropping next week.
Brett is scared of me, dude, and I was gonna be so nice to him, but I mean, I've been kind of mean. But I mean, the dude put so many videos out about me. It's like, fuck, he's put 3 videos out. I got to do a quotes of the Brett Keane video. I'm not gonna go there, Brett.
I'm gonna send him an email.
Be nice.
We invited
nice.
him. Did you invite him to this
Brett,
one, John?
Brett Keane, you got 45 minutes, or you got like 55 minutes.
Just let's call Brett on the phone. Someone dial his phone number and call him up. Tell him to come on the live.
I even told this to Brett, dude. Like, I kind of miss Brett asking me his question. Like, before we started beefing again, when he came on my stream and before I came on his and got all drunk and started yelling about kids in cages and shit, I enjoyed Brett Keane asking me his Brett Keane questions. I enjoyed it, and I thought it made for good entertainment.
Okay, so what's his phone number? If you want to drop, it's public, right? So can we just say it?
It's on his YouTube channel. He broadcasts it every
Why the
week.
fuck would he put his phone number public?
It's not his real phone number. It's just a Google Voice number.
All right.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
God's TV Radio by BrettKeane.com or whatever the fuck the YouTube channel is.
It could be that he doesn't have a home phone because he doesn't have that service.
Nah, he does have a home phone. I actually have his home phone number, but we're not actually gonna call his home phone number.
Okay, hold on. Fuck. I gotta get on YouTube now and look at his.
Oh man, shit.
I don't blame him though. I mean, I do have a history. Come on, I'll be honest.
I'm being a bit of a cunt. Right.
I'll be right back, boys and girls. I just found my python. She was sleeping in my slipper.
Oh,
I gotta put her back in her box.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Does anyone in the live stream have question? Stream. Sorry, anyone in the live stream have any questions already?
We can probably that one looking for Brett's phone.
We got a lot of people watching here. We got like Messenger. We have Reese. We have Jimmy.
I can't even see the live chat, so it sounds like some of my peeps are here. What's up, Messenger and Reese?
And GPH. I think Wujito.
Oh, GPH is one of my trolls.
Oh, okay, yeah.
GPH has some good trolls. I give him credit.
Yeah. I hate this. Every time I go looking for Brett Keane's channel, all I get is the troll channels. It's literally like a mountain of just fucking.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? I can't see the live chat because when I'm not in control of Google Hangouts, it's all in the same shit.
I literally can't find his channel. Did he delete it again or what?
He might have quit, yeah.
Dude, I was just on his channel earlier today.
But that happens. That happens, though.
Is he not coming on? Like, he had to come face to face with the raging atheist, and he's bowing out. So he deleted his channel.
I never told that. Well, we talked to him like a month ago about doing this, and then I just never messaged him because I figured he wouldn't.
Oh, you can't blame him for that. You're a bad.
All right, I have his phone number here. I got it. Okay, you ready? Listening?
All right, hold on. Let me get in my fucking thing.
He might be mad if you do list it on air with me here. Like raging atheist is gonna call me.
No.
I'm just putting that out there. I don't,
Just it's public. Just
I know, but he knows I'm retarded, and I'm not gonna look at that shit.
just give me his VoIP number. Just give me the VoIP number.
All right, here we go. It's 636
Uh-huh.
525
Uh-huh.
1290. All right, tell his ass to get on here.
I'm putting on speaker.
Will, I come on your channel and I say retard so many times, and I'm trying to get that.
Hey, Brett, it's Will. I'm waiting. I don't know how. Okay, apparently that's it.
All right, hold on.
He won't be able to hear you guys, just me.
Yeah, you are wearing headphones.
Yeah.
Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for the carry me home.
Probably get the voicemail. That's usually what happens. I've never called him before.
Hello, this is Brett King. Leave your name and number. If you don't, I won't call back.
Okay.
Make sure that you ask whatever questions you have or put the purpose of your call. If I don't find it interesting enough, you most likely won't get a call back. How about that? God bless.
Yeah, bless.
That's so funny.
Okay, so hold on, I have to take my headphones off. So Brett, we're doing a live stream now, the podcast that we talked about. Me and John are on. Full disclosure, the Raging Atheist is on here too. He's agreed to be nice. I think John sent you an invite on Hangouts, but that might be for the other one that crashed. I'll send you an email. Hopefully you read this or whatever. I don't know. Okay, I gotta get going though, buddy. I love you anyway.
That's a
Oh my fucking god! Oh
That's
my
like the
god!
best intro for like a tape. If you're a fucking loser, I'm not.
I want
gonna
to suck your
respond.
dick. I really want to suck your dick, Brett.
I usually end with kiss kiss, but I decided to mix it up this time.
Kisses.
So
Are you a bottom or is Brett?
no, I've never been, nor am I now a
I
bottom.
kid. I'm gonna be nice, Brett.
Well, I
I have one question. Like, how the fuck does he not say motherfucking God bless? I mean, he's like the only Christian I know that uses the fuck word more than I do.
yeah, I don't know why.
I was watching one of his videos the other day, like in the middle of like something about God. It was kind of like, all right. He was like, okay, deep, intellectual, and he lets out like the fucking most disgusting burp.
Like, yeah, like I never got that too. Like even on like,
and Jesus loves you so fucking.
does he edit his videos or does it just like live stream and go? I don't understand. Like I would edit my burps out.
Get this, we got a copyright claim already.
Who does?
Hey, I get a copyright claim. That's great.
Because I was singing swing low, sweet chariot.
It was on the first one.
Swing
Ben
low.
ID'd copyright
Because you're
claim.
playing fucking shitty fucking FAG music, man. Come on.
Okay, so
Yeah,
okay,
it was.
fucking.
I'm not gonna
Okay,
be able to mirror that shit. I don't got time to do that anyway. I'm just fucking.
no, that's okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. First of all, that video. By the way, I just got a message from BitChute saying that video is up on BitChute and it is now collecting revenue.
All right, good. You know.
So,
Hey.
all right, take it, and then try to take me to court on this one because I'm sure this girl didn't do it on
Dude,
purpose.
music will get you strikes every fucking time. You got to know how to do the music thing.
No, it was a cover. I guess she's got a label. It's Viso Music, VISO.
Did that give you a copyright strike, or was it a strike, or it just took like the monetization away?
It's
Just fight it. Just say you have fucking copyright.
Because a copyright strike is like serious.
No. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll just fucking
Tell him you got a Jew lawyer named Shlomo, and he's gonna take care of it.
Oh, I do actually have a Jew lawyer, and he is pretty good. He settled a couple things for me.
Like
YouTube related.
I've wondered, like the most anti-Semitic people I've ever met are Jewish, and I don't fucking understand that shit.
It's like the brothers. They call each other the N-words. We can make the jokes to each other.
Oh yeah, I call John all kinds of stuff. Sometimes
Will comes on my stream, and I'm like, "Fuck, man, there goes my monetization."
I just shut the fuck up, Jesus Christ.
Which I mean, like, I'm gonna get monetized anyway. It's like a fucking Russian roulette that I'm gonna get monetized.
Yeah, I don't even worry about it. I have another channel that I can monetize that I was talking about earlier in the last one, but I don't have anything on it. I could just do that, but I don't want ad money. I don't want to have to watch what I say. It's fucking stupid. I'm just gonna
take subscribe. Commented on my new video. I just put it up tonight because I'm not doing a live stream. I'm doing this, and then I'm going on the next live stream. Right. And so I put up a video, and he's like, Kirby is a Boss only makes $4 a month on her YouTube channel, according to this website. I'm like, dude, I've got 1,700 subscribers. I make like, I don't know, hundreds of times more than that every month.
Right.
She's got like 100,000 subscribers, and every single one of her videos are monetized. And you're telling me she makes $4 a fucking month? Come the fuck on.
Okay, here's something I wanted to talk about. I know a lot of people who make content on YouTube do not watch YouTube, but there's this new thing that started 3 days ago. If you have ads on your video, instead of playing one ad, it'll play 2 ads simultaneously.
Oh, dude, yeah, I've noticed that shit. It drives me the fucking crazy. Like, even if you skip the first one, then you'll be locked into the second one.
Right. Right. So the reason for this, and if you check your newsletter, they'll tell you, the reason for this is because ad revenue is down, but views are up. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to overcompensate by just throwing as many fucking ads on a video as possible, even if you don't consent to having that many fucking ads on your video.
It drives me crazy. Like, and I don't understand how creators like put the ads in the middle of their shit, because that drives me nuts, and I will stop watching you.
The only channel that I won't do that for is Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, I will.
For a conservative atheist, I do watch a lot of Joe Rogan.
I don't think he's right wing. I don't know why he gets
He's
that.
libertarian.
Yeah. I still don't believe that Joe has ever owned a gun in California.
I don't. Does he even need to? Does he say he does?
Well, he hunts, but he specifically says that he bow hunts, and he said that he owns guns, and he has owned guns in California, and he clearly doesn't know the law in California. But I don't live in California.
Misconception. California, you can't get laws. You can't get guns in California. You can get guns in New York.
You can, but somebody. Like, I own a gun and I live in New York. I get it.
The misconception though is that left-leaning people don't own guns, and a lot of them do. So it wouldn't really surprise me if Joe Rogan owned guns.
Well, the way he described the process was incongruent with how the process actually existed or exists, depending on the circumstance at the time that he said that he purchased said gun. And somebody went through a full breakdown analysis of that whole conversation or conversations. So, I mean, that pretty much got me, but I don't really care, honestly.
I get a kick out of right-wing people.
Joe Rogan owns a gun.
No, I don't. I just don't know why. I just he clearly lied about owning the.
I get a kick out because before I did.
Hang on.
Thing,
and joke there.
I get a kick out.
Janie's got a gun. How about Joey's got a gun?
Joey's got a gun. And Jamie's got a gun.
I mean, fucking Mr. Keen himself has a gun. Brett owns a fucking
Jamie's got a gun was that whole record.
Oh, Jamie, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jamie's
that whole record was the shit. I mean, that might be one of the better Aerosmith records of all time.
Yeah.
Aerosmith Pump.
Sorry to interrupt there.
Oh no, you're good. Like you just took me back down to my childhood. Actually,
how old are you?
Dude, I'm gonna be 42 in August.
Oh my god, fucking boomer! All right. Anyway,
I look fine as hell for 42. Come on.
Old. So not really. But anyway, J Dubs, how old are you?
I get carded for cigarettes, Will. Come on, dude. I'm 6'5", 250. I get carded for cigarettes.
Yeah, I don't get carded for cigarettes, okay?
I do.
Because you look like baby Hitler, Will.
Especially if I shave. They're like, you're a really tall 18-year-old. I'm like, do you see this bald head?
Yeah, I didn't get carded for alcohol, and that's a good point. I do look like baby Hitler, and I think maybe they're afraid that I might start a Reich or something, so they just,
You don't look like baby Hitler. You look like a baby manatee.
Oh, you're a fucking dickhead.
Do not worry, there are other ways to seize booze.
Yeah, well, you look like fucking Carl Pilkington, so I wouldn't be talking if I were you.
If I knew who that was, I probably agree.
That's who he reminded me of.
I told you, see?
Billy Corbin of Smashing Pumpkins without the fucked up teeth. That's what I get all the time.
But J-Dubs, how old are you? I don't think I've asked, or if I have, I've forgotten.
I'm 31.
And James, you're what? Jim, you're fucking
31 in September.
You're both fucking. Oh my
that
God.
beard, you're only 31. I'm seeing your profile picture.
Yeah.
He's a yid.
I had a full beard since I was 19.
Holy shit.
I've
I
been
get a
able to.
mustache and it drives me crazy. I'm like, I am shaving this now.
I used to shave it. I mean, I hate shaving. So.
Okay. I start.
Except
Yeah.
for no shaving him now.
I started to grow facial hair when I was still in like real facial hair, not that little pencil fucking thing that guys get. I started to grow real facial hair, and then I just did the most retarded thing that my friends used to call it the what the fuck? Who's the guy from the protagonist or the antagonist from Aladdin? The Jafar. They used to call it the Jafar, the goat, and the Mephistopheles because I had this little fucking thing here, and it just grew out.
I was going to grow my Mephistopheles out, and
it was just that's it. That was all that I had because I was convinced that I would never grow, and then I just let it all grow in, like sometime like a year or two ago.
Like when I was a teenager, I was a late bloomer with the facial hair, and I thought it was because I was Native American. I'm like, yeah, I just want sideburns so I can look like they do on 90210. That's all I want. That's all I want. And then finally I get the shit, and I'm like, I can't stand it. I want it off.
I like the goddamn beard. I
look more my age when I have a beard.
Listen, I sound like a middle-aged woman, and I look like a child without the fucking beard. So
you got such a baby face.
I know it's fucking awful, isn't it? I just want to fucking
look at those little cheeks.
Oh my god! Somebody wants to
Rosy cheeks. Where's Matt Powell at? I'm sorry.
Maynard Saves wants me to do.
The wife got mad at me. She likes it.
Maynard Save wants me to do my best impression of Jim.
Maynard's here. Oh my! You see, I'm bringing people to you, Will. Come on.
I know. You could do me a favor and subscribe because everyone left because Jim is Australian, and I shit you not, that was the reason I received because I got open emails. That I was like, I made a video. I was like, why? So they're still watching my videos, but they unsubscribed to fuck with me.
I'm gonna highly encourage all of my peoples to subscribe to Will just so you can talk shit every time he puts up a new video and just talk shit to this motherfucker. Talk shit.
I'm all right. At this point, I'll take what I can fucking get. I'm a sad boy on the internet.
Dude, just keep it up, man. It's all patience, dude.
That's the only people that subscribe to me. People who fucking run that mouth 24 hours.
I mean, I say perpetually. I work 12 hours.
Here lately, my comments have been supportive, and I just love my people. For a while, man, my comments got scary. I was fucking scared for my life and shit.
Yeah, one time I had the Muslim Brotherhood come to my house, and
oh shit, that's scary.
Yeah,
where the hell was I?
I'm not.
I would have had so much fun.
Jim, I really wouldn't.
You should live stream it. If the Muslim Brotherhood comes to your house, live stream it. You know,
I'm going live as a motherfucker.
Invite them over now and send them an invite. Tell them to come in, co-host with you.
Well, I didn't.
I did that last time. Last time, like evangelicals came to my door. I'm like, yeah, come on in. I'm the raging atheist. I'm having a live stream.
Tell them you're part of the Jewish Brotherhood.
I made some unflattering remarks about Islam on Facebook once, and these people, I wasn't using my public profile, like my private profile. I was using my public profile, and they figured out who I was through a friend pretending to be somebody else who was also a friend of mine, asking for like my number and shit. And at that time, my number was linked to my name because I had a contract. I no longer do that, thank Christ.
Yeah, don't put your.
I got a lot of hate from the Muslims when I did the Burn the Quran challenge by Thunderfoot.
So anyway, they come to my house.
Sorry. For that Thunderfoot challenge, I burned a Quran.
I think everyone pretty much did. That was like the most fucking popular. Jor Muhammad too. I did that. I got fucking hate for that.
You're so fucking. I burned 200.
For
fucking Muslims, man. It's easy to fucking make them mad.
You guys,
they will kill you. No shit, easy.
I burned 200,000 Qurans. Want to know how I did it? What I did was I got
a on your computer and hit delete.
No. I copied. Well, no, I literally physically burned it. I copied it onto a thumb drive, and I lit the thumb drive on fire. I was like, "That."
Wow, what a clever fucking yid!
I'm not gonna lie. I used to be braver because I did do that challenge, but there's been 3 times now where I've actually drawn Muhammad on a video, and I did not upload any of those videos. I'm like sick of death threats.
I have a very good friend who's a devout Muslim, and he doesn't take umbrage with anything.
There
I
was
do
a
in that
YouTuber who was like popular. He had a secondary channel, and he would do every day. He would take the Quran, a page from the Quran, and do something with it. Roll it up, spit on it, roll it up.
I used to do that with the Bible. I used to record myself rolling joints with Bible pages.
But anyway, they show up to my house and they're looking for me. And I was at that point, my dad and I were basically roommates at this place, right?
So Ahmed and Asaf, they came to your house, yeah? What happened?
They came to my house and they were like threatening me, and my dad was like, I don't know who that is. I don't know what you're talking about. He got the license plate number. We immediately called the fucking police and dealt with it that way. And then and then like a week later, I went and applied for a firearm, and then there was the holding date and everything, because I needed to get the license, and then I need to actually go purchase the firearm.
How tall are you, Will?
How tall am I? I'm 6'1".
Why do you need a firearm? Are you a pussy?
I'm
just fucking.
No, but if there's
you're triggering my leftist in me.
I know, but it's just a fucking pistol. It's not anything really, it's just a fucking handgun.
I wish a motherfucker would come up in my house. I don't
know anything about it.
I'm gonna take a shit on him. I mean, and then literally when he's on the ground bleeding, I'm gonna pull down my pants and I'm gonna take a shit on him.
You know how many people? My real address is out there. Like anyone who wants to know where I live, I have like an ED page.
I thought you moved to like Portugal or
no, I'm back here in the States, but I still live in my old address
with your wife.
Like not one time has anyone ever came to my house. I can't tell you how many times people threaten me, tell me they're gonna come, put a hole in my head. Okay, fine, come.
As a person that I went to prison for breaking into houses. No shit, I'm not just making this up.
No,
we made sure we went out of our way to make sure you weren't there.
I've never gotten caught doing anything illegal. I'll say that.
Yeah, people don't do that. But the Muslim Brotherhood, man, why would they fucking go all the way out to redneck woods where you live?
It's not that fucking
redneck, man.
It's Saratoga County. It's not that bad.
Saratoga, man, that's like
Saratoga.
That sounds very New York to me. This is why I always think you're in fucking New York.
No. Well, John is from New York City. I'm.
Oh shit, John, you're from my Mecca. I'm a writer.
I mean, technically, I'm not from New York City. I'm from Long Island, but I mean, it is. I mean, same shit, I guess.
The 5 boroughs are all the same to me.
You're from my.
It's not technically one of the 5 boroughs, but okay, it doesn't matter.
My dream was always to move to New York City and write that great American novel. That was my dream.
So Long Island, is that technically Jersey? I don't know. I hate that whole fucking area.
Oh yeah. I hope it fucking floods one day. Yeah.
Fucking unions.
Well, I mean, climate change is coming. So
I don't understand New Yorkers why they love New York so much. I don't understand that.
I love New York. I don't like New York City. I like the rest.
New Yorkers are the most weirdest people, man. They talk about how much they love New York. New York is number one. No, New York is the best, man. Go fuck yourself. New Yorker, man.
I live in Battle Creek, Michigan, right? So I live in Cereal City, Michigan. Cereal City, USA is what we like to call it. This is a shithole. And there are people here in this town. They're I love Battle Creek, Michigan. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't understand. Listen. Hold on. But when you actually talk to a New Yorker about like what's so great about New York, they'll never give you an answer. Like they'll talk to you. New York is what? Overpopulated, overpolluted, filled with trash. FAGs all over the place. I mean, prostitute, drugs, Schwarzes. It's like they name you all these problems, and then you scratch your head and say to yourself, well, what's so fucking great about New York again?
Did you just say Schwarzes?
Sorry.
New York is. I mean, there is.
No, it's fine. I don't care what you say.
I just this myth about New York City, man. Like it's the coolest place, right? And then I've never been there, but I actually know somebody that's a photographer, a really successful photographer in New York City, and she'll talk it up, but then I see her talking to her brother because I'm really good friends with her brother, and she just disses it. She's, oh man, it's so fucking dirty.
I canceled my fucking
cockroaches.
I got okay. So
It's disgusting.
somebody, a bunch of people from the city saw my video on BitChute of. They didn't see it on YouTube. It's on YouTube too, but they saw my video on BitChute of my stand-up thing at the fucking Comedy Works, right in Saratoga. And
what the
they
fuck
were like,
is a BitChute? What are you talking about? What's a BitChute?
BitChute is the alternative to YouTube, and it has an app now, so there's no ads or
It
anything.
sounds like something you do to a woman. Yeah,
No.
brother. I just BitChute all of this chick the other day, you know?
No. If you have a YouTube account and you can link your YouTube account so your videos, excuse me, so your videos upload to your YouTube account and to the BitChute account basically
It's almost
simultaneously.
like that other fucking website where you can link the two together. What was the other competitor that was big 4 years ago, 5 years ago?
Oh,
Uvid or something like that.
VidMe maybe.
VidMe, yeah.
Well, this one, it's not a mirror of the YouTube video. It's actually it's I think it's blockchain. It's basically like a torrent. It functions the same way, where there's multiple hosts and shit like that. But at any rate, so I got some calls like a couple months ago, and then like a month after that, I was still getting calls to do, and it was shit. It was shitty. It was fucking shit. Like okay, they contacted me through email, and they're like, we want your phone number. I was like, okay. And I double checked the thing, and I called them in the place, and they were like, yep. And I was like, okay, I'll call you back on my real number. So I called them back, and then it was like, okay, we saw your shit. We know you live in New York State. Would it be possible for you to come and do this thing? And I canceled all my fucking dates in New York. I mean, I've got one that was supposed to be coming up in like 30 days exactly from today. Because my mom is a government employee, and she used to go to New York City a lot more frequently than she does now. They shut down their New York City office there for her department. But she was like, yeah, don't go. Don't, it's not gonna, you just, no, don't bother. Just fucking do YouTube or whatever, but you don't want to go do literally any, go to Boston, go to the Comedy Store or whatever. But if you don't get a call, yeah, they said don't fucking bother. I was like, why? It's like, it's awful. You don't want to be walking around and then get a fucking hotel to do some club that you've never even heard of before. I was like, yeah, but it's legit. Like, no, you're probably not even going to get your money. And then I talked to some other people at the Comedy Works, and they were like, oh yeah, we get calls from them all the time. They'll literally they're trying to book just about anyone. And one of them was this thing where it was like, they had a YouTube channel, and it was like roast battles where you do, like, if you didn't go and didn't know anything about the people, you couldn't roast them on personal thing. You'd have to go completely on like their physical appearance, and that sounds boring. And it has its
All I'm saying is, if you ever come to Michigan and do some comedy clubs, and you should, because we got a lot of comedy clubs here. Yeah. If you don't fucking tell me so I can come to that comedy club and talk so much shit, I'm gonna be fucking mad.
I will. I'll fucking tell you, dude. I got family out that way. I'm planning on next year, because like in January probably.
And Maynard would back me up on that. Maynard would want to know as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, definitely. If I end up out that way, I'm gonna tell people. I'll be like, "Yo, I'm gonna be in this general area."
We got a pretty good circuit of barn theaters and comedy clubs. Like here in Battle Creek, we have a comedy club. The casino here. I think if you looked here, you would find some opportunity. Just putting that out there for you.
Someone tell at Will Kincaid to interact with the chat. I'm reading the chat. I just have
That could be one of my people, because they're used to me not interacting.
Yeah, it's Reese.
What is the chat one? Let's interact with them.
Reese, like, I don't interact with the chat.
What are they, little monkeys with to play with them? What we got to feed them bananas?
I was gonna interact with the chat, but I got off on a tangent because
last question of the night. I have to get my beauty sleep. It's Shabbos, and I have to get up in the morning. So
yeah, and I need to get more liquor before I go on my next stream.
All right,
All right,
cool.
so this is the last 10, 15 minutes, Will. What do you got? What do you got for the show?
Okay, so I'll just go
What are
through
you
some
gonna
of
end?
this.
How are you gonna end it? What are you gonna do?
They wanted me to do an impression of fucking Jim.
Do an impression of me. It's funny.
I can't do an impression of Jim, but like I'm going to attempt it. I'll do like Max Mofo because that's probably the next Australian person. Oi, mate, can I use your lighter? All right, are you happy now?
Oi, mate.
That was awful.
That was
Yeah, I
just
know.
terrible, man.
Oi, mate.
Feel
That was
ashamed of
terrible.
yourself.
Oi, cunt.
Oh yeah, they say cunt a lot. Oh, you fucking cunt.
I have an
Oh,
impression.
piss off your bloody pinwheel.
See if you guys can tell me who this is. All right, so all right, Raging Atheist. I have a question for you. Not much of an impression, but who do you think that is?
Oh God, that could be fucking. Is it Messenger?
It's fucking Brett Keane, Will. What the fuck?
I was gonna say Brett Keane, but you didn't do the fucking Paul's ego voice. Oh, it's Brett.
I'm very good. I'm talking shit to you about your impression, and I'm like the worst impressionist of all time. I'm like this is Brett Keane in my voice.
I fucking yeah. I can do J Dubs though. Hold on, give me a minute. I'm trying to I'm trying to get Brett Keane on in the last fucking 10 minutes, but
Sweating, holy crap!
I know I got studio lights in here for real.
And he's
Let's end controversial. Come on, man. Come on.
I know,
We need ratings for the show. We need something that's gonna make.
Brett Keane is cussing you out for having me on your channel, right?
I know. I think he might.
You need to tell Brett that he just needs to get over it and come and ask me questions for my channel, for my audience's entertainment, and just get over it, and I'll stop making my videos.
Okay, so Reese wants to know what I have. It's a Glock 22. It's I did at one point want to be a police officer in the standard issue.
I got about 10.5 inches. I mean, that's my penis, Will. That's my penis.
All right. Well, I'll. Do you want me to? It's
Are you getting red?
no. It's about 8.25. So I mean, it's not enormous, but it gets the job done.
I was equating your gun to my fictional penis. It's really like 2. I mean, let's be honest.
That was really what it was. Okay, I was gonna try to do John. Hold on, let me do J Dubs here.
Big guy, small
Fucking gay. Fucking. Oh yeah, I can't. I don't know the Schwarzes.
I have Will Kincaid speechless.
Some kind of but I was gonna try. I've got a character that I'm doing that I'm basing. I gotta really
actually say it right. You gotta say it with the accent, though. I mean, shots. You gotta say it like.
I've been trying to mimic you in my head at work because I've got a fucking character that I'm doing that sounds like you, and it's based off of Joey Diaz and a couple of other things too, and it's for an ASMR video because I think I've got TJ convinced. I think he's gonna do ASMR, so I was like, I'll go back to ASMR. I know some people. We could get this shit out. But
talk about things I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. What the fuck is ASMR?
You don't know what ASMR is?
No, I'm retarded. Come on.
It's like whispering videos and sounds to like sleep and stuff. Some of the better ones are like people who do characters or tell stories.
You have problems sleeping?
Yeah, I do. I have a lot of problems sleeping.
See, I have no
He has a
problem.
lot of problems in general.
You would think that with all my enemies that I would like have problems sleeping. I sleep like a baby.
Yeah, I like have to watch things online to sleep, and I've got.
Why am I sweating? Holy shit! I'm getting nervous.
It's fucking. Okay, it's fucking Reese again. What caliber is it? It's a 40.
Oh
fucking Reese again. Reese is awesome. All right, you be nice.
Reese, I'm disappointed with Reese. He usually has better questions.
He wants to know, is it a he or a she? I have no idea.
Why do you
Reese is a he. If it's Reese, it's a he.
Why you gotta
It's Reese
gender
2.0.
like that, Will? What a fucking bigot you are. Come on. Now.
It's Reese 2.0.
Oh, then yeah, I don't think I know that Reese.
Oh
That's not my Reese.
no, I didn't think so.
My
Because
Reese is Reese.
REECE 2.0.
Unless that's a different account, Reese. So hopefully I'm not misrepresenting. My Reese is a dude because he came on my live stream last weekend.
Oh, okay.
Why
Yeah,
don't,
but what?
why don't we make it? Well, this is going to be a big cliffhanger. Here we go. We're going to make it big, exciting. Who's going to take me up for a challenge, like a debate?
Oh, and Reese says that I am his
You know
Reese.
what? I need to get back on modern day debate.
I actually did a one-on-one with Reese actually 2 months ago. I had a conversation with him.
Reese.
Reese. I don't know who we're talking about here.
Yeah, okay, Reese
All right,
2.0
so Reese,
says.
that's
Wait. Reese says that I am his Reese. I dropped the C and added a 2.0.
All right, so that's my Reese right there.
That's my Reese's peanut butter cup.
Jesus Christ, this got really gay really quick.
Don't say that. You know how I get. You're gonna trigger me.
What do you mean? I mean, it's literally homosexual, and that he referred to him in an endearing way that you would.
Typing homosexuals. I know some really, really butch homosexuals that would kick your ass.
Okay, I bet you do. Are you one of them?
I get that a lot. I'm not. The future will tell, will it not? I guarantee you this, Will. You're bringing out the alpha. You're bringing out the alpha.
Oh, alpha.
I've fucked more girls than you have.
I don't know about that.
I guarantee it. Guarantee it. I fucked more girls than you have when I was 18.
What's your magic number?
You know, dude, I don't even fucking know. All right.
You don't even know?
I have never been married ever. I'm 42. How old are you?
Oh, that's your problem. 26. My magic number is 8.
Don't come close to my magic number. Okay.
Well, all right then. Well, I'm what you call a
you brought out the alpha.
J-Dubs went to sleep. Good night, J-Dubs. Have a good night. We're gonna end it here in a minute. But anyway,
I enjoy talking to John. So
yeah,
I don't think he's easy on me or what. But for a Brett Keane guy, I mean, he seemed to enjoy Brett Keane. I enjoyed John.
There you go. But what the fuck was I gonna say? What did you say before this? You got me derailed.
I don't know. I went on. I'm starting to get a little ready for my next stream.
You're right. Okay, so what the fuck was I gonna say? I have no idea. It's not important anyway. All right,
dude, this was fun, man. So
yeah.
I'm gonna do this like 'cause I usually do a Friday night stream, but like I'm gonna do this when you need me to do it.
Yeah. I mean, well, I don't give a shit what we come in and talk about. It's not really about that. It's more or less like we can end it like this.
This was a low key stream, and I had a lot of fun fucking doing it, dude. This was good fun, man. And if you keep to this format, I guarantee you, if you stick with it, you're gonna do good.
That's the general idea. This is what I've wanted to do pretty much the whole time. But my general overall message is that stop fucking with people and just.
Oh, I can't promise that.
No. Stop fucking with people. Here's what I want from the world as a whole. Yeah, go ahead, Reese. You can come in whenever I'm doing one of these. You gotta fucking email me. Email is in the description of the last video. My general message to the world and how I want to shape the world and my image is everybody gets to do whatever the fuck they want as long as they're not harming another person.
Fuck
and
yeah.
I know
with that.
The abortion's pretty much the only thing that is a point of contention, and I'm starting to narrow it down. I'm thinking probably
abortion is. See, this is the thing that people on the other side of the abortion issue don't understand real quick, because I do want to run to the store. But abortion is never a point of contention, right? It is a discussion.
Right.
So like I will never fault somebody for being on the side of life. I won't.
Right.
I will fault somebody for being on the side of life if they put it in the Bible, because God clearly isn't.
I'm trying to narrow it down to an exact date, because I think the more exact we get, the more defined the terms are, the better the argument is. I'm thinking like 10 or 12 weeks. I don't obviously it's mostly just for the outliers, really. I mean, if somebody wants to use abortion as contraception, that's fucked up. There's plenty of other more effective methods of contraception that prevent
and we will have that discussion. It will be long, because we kind of talked about this on Dragnot server earlier, and I don't really I did, I'm sorry, but I don't really think that anybody really uses it for contraception. I think that's a myth.
No, I know.
Like because it's so hard on the body, like to use that as your condom is just kind of ridiculous.
Right, and I'm sorry. All I really have a problem with are the exceptions to the rule. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a very nuanced conversation that we would need to devote a whole conversation to, right?
Yeah, probably. I mean, like, I'll come on your thing tomorrow if you're doing it. I don't know if you want to have it then, or if you're going to do your other thing, or if you're taking the weekend.
Tomorrow night's going to be like kind of an open free for all. I got right now. I got quite a few people wanting to come on, so I'm going to try to keep a revolving door. I think I got a few topics with a few specific people, and as always, we'll see who shows up, and you never know who's gonna show up with my shit. So you just never really know who's gonna show up in the chat and say, "Hey, Nakasuchi, give me a link. Let's have a conversation." Sometimes it could be fucking anybody.
All right. Well, here's how we'll end it. If you get a spot, let's come in. We'll do the abortion thing.
I'll get you on, Will. I promise you that.
Yeah. Okay. And then why don't we try to just run Jim's charity thing throughout?
We need to do another. What we need to do is plan and give ourselves enough time for me to actually go on some of the venues that I'm opening up to myself and really promote it. Right. My channel is really starting to explode. I'm meeting a lot of people, and I think there's a lot of opportunities if we take our time and plan it right to really help Jimmy. So you have my number, and we can really start start planning out something major, and I can start talking to some of my friends that might be interested in helping us. Right. So I think if we come up with a really good concept, we could really help Jimmy this time. Right.
And we both work like motherfuckers.
Yeah, we do.
So it's really hard for us to get into contact.
But you have my number now, and it makes it easier.
Let me pose a hypothetical, and then we'll shut this down. I think I have a date that would work for probably everybody, and we'd get a lot of people in because it's a holiday. I think it's at the end of this month. Let me double check. It's Memorial Day. Would that be something that would? I can't
commit to anything right now because I'm in the transition. So I will know more next week.
It's Monday. It's Monday the 27th. So I'm gonna get my long weekend.
I'm talking like let's plan for like 2 months, and so I can really talk to people I know, like Dr. Josh and Suris and Ocean.
Do you get holidays?
Maybe get a Shannon Q up in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like let's really do something really fucking good, and really try to really help Jimmy.
Okay, that sounds good. I mean, there's a lot of. Do you get holidays off or no?
I'm not sure. Like when I say transition, I say like I decided I'm not doing third shift no more, and I said fuck it. And now I'm waiting to hear about my next job, which I pretty much have, but I'll know more next week.
Oh, okay. So you're not moving to a different shift. You're moving to a different job completely.
I'm moving to a different job and shift. More than likely first, maybe second.
Okay, cool.
Right now, I've got a first shift job if I get it, right? So
I didn't understand that. Oh, and by the way, do you know the quartering, Jeremy?
No.
Okay, well, look him up. He shouted me out today. That was the other thing that I wanted to mention a while ago, but we'll wrap it up. You got to do your fucking thing.
Yeah, and I got to go to the store before. But what I'm saying is the next time we do something, if we plan it right, I really think we can get maybe close to our goal here, right?
I think so.
Let's plan it right and let's do it right.
Right. So
I appreciate it,
let's.
boys. I really do.
We love to help.
I hate asking for help, and I didn't ask for this.
No, I know.
You did this.
Don't even because I understand because I'm getting used to asking for money on YouTube, but like this is what our community is about, right? It is about helping people ultimately. So, I mean, this is what we're for, right? If we can't do this,
All right, shut your bloody gob. I get the point. Stop it.
So we're
Yes,
You said you're doing a stream later on, Atheist, right?
well, I'm doing it's for the GDC, the Great Debate Community, and it starts like 24 minutes. So I've really got.
All right, go ahead and
I'll probably see you in chat.
Reese wants us to do Reese wants us. He won't leave me alone. He wants us to do a competition with butt plugs. First one bleeds loses. I will win that. Given that I'm probably the only person who's done anything remotely around anal play.
You'll win, but Reese, we'll set this as a possibility. Get me drunk enough.
Oh, just go buy your damn booze, dude. Get out of here.
All right, have fun, Rach.
Shut it all down.
Have a good night.
Yep, y'all have a good night. I'm dipping right out. See you later, man. Will, this was fun. And Jimmy, next time we do it, maybe not 2 months. I don't think I'll need 2 months, but like let's just plan it, and then we'll come up with the date, and I'll promote the fuck out of it. Okay.
Okay. I'm hoping for Memorial Day. That'll work the best for me.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not gonna happen. But we'll make it sooner than 2 months. But I'm gonna talk to Dr. Josh tomorrow and see what his idea is. He's a really smart motherfucker. And he's got a lot of respect. So,
all right.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to him tomorrow. But I'm going to go to the liquor store. See you guys later.
Have fun.
All right, catch you later, boys.
And I'll be hanging out on the Discord for anybody else who wants to go in. Links are in the description of the last video. Me and Jim are going to probably hang in there. Jim, do you have time? And he's fucking gone. All right. Well, I'll get at him on Discord. Y'all have a fun night. Like I said, links in the description of the last video because this one got fucked. See you later.